What if success isn't what you've been told it should look like? What if it's not the title, like the money, or not the constant hitting of likes, but something quieter, more honest, more you? Today I want to invite you into a different kind of conversation, one that might gently change how you measure your life and your leadership.
I'm Hanna Zaxmy, your leadership coach, and this podcast is your confidence boost in color. Let's go.
Hello, and welcome back to Confident Leadership in Color. I'm really glad that you're here, and this episode isn't about strategies and framework. It's more like a pause. We in Sweden want to have fika, so if you can imagine this, you and me sitting down with a coffee, a fika. No rush, no performance, just a space to reflect. Because today we are exploring one question. What is success? And what does it truly look like for you? So let me ask you directly. What tells you that you are successful? What are the signs that you look for? Those moments that you can say, yes, I did it. This is a success. Is it like the results? Freedom, impact, feeling calm in your body, having energy end of the day. What is it? Or maybe it's something you never quite put into words before. So often we move through life and career without even stopping to define this for ourselves. And without noticing, we begin chasing definitions that aren't actually ours. For me, success today looks very different from how it once did. Success is more like a feeling well in my body and in my mind. It's being in an environment where I get to contribute. And in this environment, there are others around me that gets to grow too, and where I grow alongside with them. Feeling well is also means having a sense of economic safety for me and my family. Not the endless ambitions in that sense, buying or doing things, but more enough for having a stability and enough of freedom to choose which assignments I step into and which ones I don't. And success is also this, being able to step into a room with the confidence of being who I am, showing my colors, not hiding them. Many years ago, when I was applying for a job, I had my CV reviewed. The feedback I received was, well, remove that part of being engaged in the church. That might be offending someone or something that could stop you from being selected. I wanted a job, and sadly, I did remove that part. But something else happened too. I started dimming myself. I didn't talk about it going forward. When someone asked me, like, what have you done during the weekend? I talked about something else. I made myself smaller without really noticing. If you would look at my CV today, that part isn't hidden anymore. It's an important part of what I do and what I'm engaged in, and what I want people to know about me. My colors are showing much more clearly now. And that, to me, is a sign of success and of a stronger confidence. Success is also being able to focus on what I love the most, to work in what many would call a zone of genius, where my energy flows and creativity feels natural. And success is having a team around me who genuinely love what they do, where each person brings their strength to the table. And together we create growth that reaches beyond ourselves. And that, to me, is success. Simple and aligned. Here's what I have learned, both personally and through coaching many people. When you take the time to define what success means to you, the need to compare yourself with others begins to soften and fade away. You get clear on what matters, and decisions starts to feel less heavy. Because success is deeply connected to motivation, to what actually drives you, why you do what you do, and what passion you carry inside. So if you don't know what you're aiming for, everything can start to feel like a pressure, like a constant effort without meaning, like noise. But when success is clear, it becomes a road signs on the way to look for when you are moving. It helps you to see what to prioritize, what to protect, and what your next step is. It actually will pull you forward, one step at a time. In my coaching work, I often ask the question, what is success for you? And almost always, the first answer I receive is definitely only the beginning. It's the surface answer, the one that sounds right, and then I pause. I stay quiet. Now, if I did that here, you might wonder if something had gone wrong with the recording. But in a one-to-one conversation, that silence is where the deeper answers emerge. Because when we slow down, when we allow space, a more honest truth arrives. And that's where clarity lives. Choosing to take time to reflect. That shows leadership. So let me invite you into that space now. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to answer perfectly. Just let the question land. What is success for you? And what makes it important? And if an answer comes quickly, stay with it. What sits underneath that answer? And underneath that, what would success look like if it were shaped around your vision, your values, the life you want to build, not someone else's expectation? Don't rush this. Some answers, they need time. If these questions resonated with you and you feel a desire to explore it more deeply with more support and structure, I want to share something with you. I'm currently creating a new confidence space, a place where these conversations continues beyond the episode. It's a membership, and inside of it, we will work with reflections like this through guided exercises and practical tools. So insight doesn't stay in your head, but turns into movement. You find more information in the description. And remember, success doesn't have to be loud to be real. It just has to be yours. Thank you for tuning in today. And until next time, be confident, be you.